Hi, myself Abhijit Sana and I am a teacher, YouTube educator. In this video, I have uploaded the derivation of first kinematic equation, second kinematic equation and third kinematic equation. Please watch till end without skipping and do like, share and subscribe Abhijit Sana Maths for getting more physics, mathematics and coding videos. This video we are deriving the all three kinematic equations, that is first kinematic equation, second kinematic equation and third kinematic equation. Let us consider let us consider u be the initial velocity, v be the final velocity, a be the acceleration, t be the time and s be the displacement. Then first kinematic equation can be derived as v is equals to u plus at, where v is the final velocity, u is initial velocity, a is acceleration and t is the time. Second kinematic equation can be derived as s is equals to ut plus 1 by 2 at square, where s is a displacement, u is a initial velocity, t is a time, a is the acceleration. And third kinematic equation can be derived as v square is equals to u square plus twice of as, where u is the initial velocity, v is the final velocity, a is the acceleration and this s is the displacement. फर्स्ट काइनेमेटिक इक्वेशन क्या है, उसका एक्सप्लेनेशन और उसका डेरिवेशन समझेंगे. The first kinematic equation gives the relation between initial velocity, final velocity, acceleration and time. So the first kinematic equation, that is v is equals to u plus at, is called as the first kinematic equation. Coming to the derivation part, we have to derive the first kinematic equation, that is v is equals to u plus at, where let us consider, let u be the initial velocity of an object, v be the final velocity of an object, this a be the acceleration and this t is the time taken by an object. We know that the acceleration, that is acceleration, is equals to change in velocity divided by time. Now this change in velocity can be written as final velocity minus initial velocity divided by this time. Here final velocity is v and initial velocity is u, therefore v minus u by t, and acceleration is denoted by a. Therefore we get a is equals to v minus u divided by t. We get the equation, that is a is equals to v minus u divided by t. Now here a, this t will be multiplied with a, that is at, will be equals to v minus u. Now this 80 as it is. Now this minus u will shift to left hand side and it will be plus of u, that is u plus 80 is equals to v. Now we get u plus 80 is equals to v. Therefore v is equals to u plus 80 by interchanging the both sides. Now this is nothing but the derivation of first kinematic equation of motion. We have derived first kinematic equation of motion earlier. हमने पहले फर्स्ट काइनेमेटिक इक्वेशन को डिराइव किया है. अब हम सेकंड काइनेमेटिक इक्वेशन को डिराइव करते हैं. तो इक्वेशन को डिराइव करने के पहले इक्वेशन को थोड़ा समझ लेते हैं. व्हाट इज द सेकंड काइनेमेटिक इक्वेशन? The second kinematic equation of motion is nothing but the second kinematic equation gives the relation between a displacement, that is s, initial velocity, that is u, time, that is t, and the acceleration a. It is nothing but the relation between acceleration, time, initial velocity, and displacement. In the equation form, it is written in the form of, that is s is equals to ut plus 1 by 2 a t square, where s is the displacement, u is the initial velocity, t is the time, and here the a is nothing but the acceleration. Now coming to the derivation of second kinematic equation, we know that we know that the first kinematic equation of motion which we have derived earlier is v is equals to u plus at. For uniform accelerated motion, uniform accelerated motion, the average velocity, that is average velocity, is equals to initial velocity, that is u, plus the final velocity, that is v, divided by 2. We can calculate the average velocity by taking an average of initial velocity, that is u, and v by dividing by 2. We get the average velocity is equals to u plus v. We also know the formula of velocity. We know the formula of velocity, that is velocity is equals to displacement divided by time. We know the velocity is equals to displacement upon time. Therefore, average velocity, we can also write average velocity equals to also displacement upon time. नाउ वी विल इंटरचेंज द साइड. अब लेफ्ट हैंड साइड को राइट हैंड साइड में लेते हैं और राइट हैंड साइड को लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में लेते हैं. शिफ्टिंग ऑफ और इंटरचेंजिंग ऑफ साइड, दैट इज displacement divided by time is equals to average velocity. We get this equation. Now this displacement can be written as average velocity. Now this time will be multiplied with this into time. Now in the symbolic representation, the displacement is represented by s. Now we have calculated average velocity, that is nothing but the average velocity is equals to u plus v by 2. Therefore put the value of average velocity here, that is u plus v by 2 in bracket into this into, and time is represented by t. Therefore we get s equals to u plus v divided by 2 into t. We get s equals to u, that is initial velocity, plus v, that is the final velocity, divided by 2 into t. But by first kinematic equation, We know V is equals to U plus AT. This is nothing but the first kinematic equation. Put the value of V here, that is U plus AT. Therefore, S is equals to this U as it is plus the value of V is replaced by now U plus AT, that is U plus AT divided by this 2 as it is into T. Now on solving we get that is S equals to U plus U, that is 2 times of U plus this AT as it is divided by 2 in bracket. Now this is multiplied by this T. Now on solving this, S is equals to that is twice of U divided by 2, separating the denominator, plus 80 by 2, take this in bracket और ये t as it is multiply करेंगे. Now on solving, that is s equals to 2 get cancelled, we get here u as it is in bracket plus as it is, that is 80 by 2 also as it is into t. Now this S can be written as, now this U into T, that is UT plus this A into T into this T, that is AT square by 2. Now we get S equals to UT plus AT square by 2. Now this can be written as S equals to UT plus this 1 by 2, separate 1 by 2 into AT square. This is nothing but the second kinematic equation of motion. We have derived first kinematic equation and second kinematic equation earlier. Now we are deriving the third kinematic equation, which is v square is equals to u square plus twice of as, where u is the initial velocity of an object or a vehicle, v is the final velocity, this a is a acceleration, and this s is a displacement. Now in this topic we are deriving the third kinematic equation. हम third kinematic equation को derive कर रहे हैं. We know the first kinematic equation, first kinematic equation of motion, which is v is equals to u plus at, where u is the initial velocity, v is the final velocity, a is acceleration, and this t is a time. Now it can be written as v minus u is equals to at. Now interchanging the side, that is at is equals to this v minus u, हमने दोनों का अदला बदल किया है. We actually interchange the both of the sides. Now this t can be calculated as v minus u divided by this acceleration on right hand side, it will be division. Here we get the value of t, that is nothing but v minus u divided by a. Now we know that the average velocity of an object can be calculated as u, that is the initial velocity, plus v, that is the final velocity of an object, divided by 2. This is nothing but the average velocity of the object. And we also know that the velocity can be defined as displacement divided by time. Therefore, average velocity also can be defined as displacement divided by this time. By interchanging the sides, we can write it as a displacement divided by time is equals to average velocity. Now this displacement can be calculated as average velocity into this time. On this right hand side it is a multiple. Now mathematically it can be written as S equals to, we know the average velocity, that is nothing but u plus v divided by 2. Therefore put the average velocity here instead of this average velocity, that is u plus v divided by 2 in bracket, and this time is denoted by t. Now we get S is equals to u plus v divided by 2 into t. But we know the value of this t, which we have derived here. The value of t is v minus u by a. Now put the value of this t here in this equation. Now we get that is S is equals to u plus v divided by 2, and the value of t we get that is v minus u by a. Put this value of t here instead of this t, that is v minus u divided by a. This is nothing but the value of t. Now S can be written as, that is u plus v, we can write it as v plus u divided by 2. Now here v minus u by a as it is. Now we know one of the algebraic formula, that is a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. Use this formula here, we get that is S equals to, this is the u plus v, uh, this is a v plus u and v minus u. It can be written as v square minus u square, and this is a 2 into a, that is a twice of a. We get S is equals to v square minus u square divided by twice of a. Now this twice of a into S will be equals to v square minus u square. Now interchange the both the sides here. We get this v square minus u square is equals to twice of as. Now this v square keep on the left hand side. Now this minus of u square shift here, and it will be u square plus of u square plus twice of as. And we get this is a v square is equals to u square plus twice of as is nothing but the third kinematic equation of motion. Do like, share, and subscribe Abhijit Sana Maths for basic, intermediate, and advanced level of mathematics, physics, and coding. Subscribe now. Join the learning journey.